Oh, it's back. Are we back? It's back. I'll just type back there. Right. Cool, we're back. I did that because my Ethernet was plugged into my laptop. And I wanted to plug it back into my Wii U so that I could then go on the internet. It doesn't look like I even have Jake added. Oh no, I do have Jake. That's fine. Oh, so now Ethan, what is this? Jake, this will do.
No.
Well, you had enough time to update it.
I use a different me. Which game was the Pikmin Adventure?
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, I like that one. Look at it now.
Now? You changed it that immediately? Where? Oh, there he is. Will this override the other me? Okay, there we go. Happy now? What did you just say, mum? Mum. Let's get rid of Jake from the IRL family and friends and put him down here for now, shall we?
There's a blue.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
There's blue. We haven't got a Floopy and a Violet. We've got a Corey and a Blue.
I'm not going to go and make them now.
No, but...
I tried making a me of Emma. It didn't go very well, though. It kind of looks like her. Shall I show it to you? Kind of tried to make it look like her.
Ugh.
It reminisces her, doesn't it? But it's the hair, because she doesn't have a fringe. It kind of just goes around the side, and you don't get that on the console. So she looks slightly more like some sort of Chinese woman instead. But I got close enough.
Kind of reminds me of Theano.
Ugh. I guess, yeah. I don't remember what she looks like.
Ugh.
There's Jake. Look how angry he is. And Bread Boy.
They've got the same eyebrow.
Have they? Well, they're not the same colour, but yes. I have those eyebrows too, I think. Oh no, I've got the inverted ones.
Inverted.
Stop it. Ready? Ready to see me do the best thing ever? Time for me to put on weight. That's it. That's the thing. Right. Now let's have a game. One last one. You're getting nostalgia from the friends list. What? My friends list, or just looking at the friends list on here in general? It didn't used to look like that. I'm pretty sure it was slightly different, actually, the friends list.
In general.
In general, fair enough.
Oh, I'm tired. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right.
Ow, that hurts my jaw.
Okay, there we go. Right. Last go through. Let's go. So it's me doing the burger restaurant place first, and then it's you doing the cafe, right?
Yeah. Which way up is this? Ow. Let's go. Are we ready?
No, the game hasn't even loaded yet, Hannah.
Yeah, but I'm just making sure that they're prepared so they can order in a minute.
Oh boy.
Start them with a small fries, a garden salad, and some strawberry ice cream. Bradley will have a bacon burger, small fries. Jake will have a bacon burger, small fries, and vanilla ice cream. Bradley wants chicken burger and a chicken salad and some large fries. Anything else? We've got 2 more items between us.
Oops.
I'll have an iced tea.
You?
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, okay, that's it. Sorry, Bradley. He wanted chili hot dog.
Damn. How many small fries are there? I think I messed up, haven't I? Chicken salad. Who the hell had chicken salad? I've messed up. This is not right by any means at all. No, that's definitely not right. I've definitely screwed over.
Jake's angry because you gave him Bradley's chicken salad.
Right.
You got mine right.
So are you happy or smiley?
Smiley.
Do you want to just do it? I don't know which one.
Yay.
That's just happy to me.
Bradley's like, where the fuck is my chicken salad?
Right. I guess that's angry for Bradley then.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Jake's also angry. He's like, no, I hate chicken salad.
Oops.
So,
I knew I messed it up.
Bradley likes his burgers. He put a smiley, probably too late.
Oh.
Bradley put a little smile face. He liked his burgers.
That's fine.
Oh,
He gets to just eat Jake's burger, I guess.
No, Jake wanted his burger. Bradley can just steal his chicken salad back.
Yeah. Although none of the Miis did it. Right, switching over. Oh, I don't know why I brought the chat back up.
Alright, I'll be coffee shop woman.
Yep. They're just arguing about it now. Oh.
Me. Okay.
Right, let's see what's up.
Right, what do we want?
I don't drink any of this. So I guess I'm gonna have a roast beef sandwich, followed by a ham sandwich, followed by a cupcake, and Bradley will have a coffee and an orange juice and a ham sandwich. Actually, you know what? I will go for a coffee. I might as well try and inject myself with caffeine. Bradley's going for a cappuccino. Yeah. I want a muffin. Jake doesn't have any more time to order anything.
We have 3 more items. Jake, come on.
Bradley wants another cappuccino, but we won't be able to fill Jake's plate if he picks. Jake just picks the whole list. For God's sake, Jake. We can't do all that.
3 items.
He just lists the whole thing. Just give him Bradley's cappuccino, I guess.
I mean, what does he want? You said something.
Oh, cappuccino, roast beef, ham sandwich. There we go.
Right.
You can just take Jake's second cappuccino, Bradley. That counts, right?
What did I give you already? Right. That should be everything, I think.
Everything I can remember, yes.
So which one?
That one. Not too overexcited.
Bradley? Are we happy?
Bradley's not happy because he didn't get another cappuccino.
Oh.
But we got.
We can't really,
we couldn't place another order for you.
can't really control that, Bradley.
Without Jake only having 2 things. He's just annoyed. Give him a smiley face. He's otherwise okay.
Alright, Jake. Jake got his 3 items.
That is all Jake's 3 indeed, yes.
What face?
What is Jake gonna do? Have to wait. Happy. There we go. Mild satisfaction from everybody.
There we go. They're digging straight.
Back to main menu. There we go. Give me my cappuccino. Bradley just wants cappuccino. Alright, Bradley. I'll make it up to you by doing it this way.
We have some cappuccinos, but they're...
We'll send you an IRL cappuccino.
I think all the cappuccinos we have are decaf.
Oh, they're all decaf.
I don't understand decaf coffee. What's the point in drinking coffee? It's not gonna
I think
caffeinate.
some people can't have caffeine as like a medical thing. So I know that there's one of the people at my volunteering actually has to stop.
I love that there's no cappuccino.
If there's no cappuccinos, I'm gonna cry.
There's one. You're fine. Oh, ice cream latte and a cafe mocha. Oh, banging. There you go, Bradley.
There you go. There's your second cappuccino. Happy now? Or did you want anything else and I've just gone through?
Oh, cappuccino.
I wanted more. Damn it! I thought you would have wanted more. Bad customer service. You'll have to imagine that I gave you more.
Just imagine the cup twice the size.
I guess that's a no then. We'll have to go through it again.
Just order all the cappuccinos until there's no orders left.
You're drinking it still. So I didn't make too much of a problem. Right, let's try again.
He said restart.
Right. There's no cappuccinos now.
There's an iced cappuccino. Will you settle for the
Right,
iced
what
cappuccino?
do you want? Restart. No, he doesn't want no. He wants the he wants the cappuccinos there. Oh God. Oh, it's almost 1:30. This is stressing me out, and I don't even work. This isn't even remotely close to my job. Jake, your order went fine.
There's no cappuccino.
Ah! Give us cappuccinos. Do I have to reload the game?
Probably. I think I see one on the board, if the board stays the same. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Is this better? Look, you even got a load of crap food. Right, Hannah, read out Bradley's order.
Oh God. Cappuccino.
Okay.
Hot cocoa.
Yep.
Cappuccino.
Okay.
Espresso.
Oh my goodness.
Ham sandwich. Cappuccino. Muffin. Cappuccino.
Saying, why don't you recommend the muffin? Do you want another muffin, Bradley? That's what it's telling me.
Iced tea.
3 more items.
Another muffin.
Okay, cool.
Last 2. Choose wisely. Cappuccino.
It's half gonna be cappuccino, isn't it?
Last one. Orange juice.
Cool. I wonder what all this food's gonna look like on the thing. Bradley. 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 Bradley.
Oh god, it's falling on the
Bradley.
side. Have fun carrying
Bradley.
that, Bradley.
Bradley. Bradley. Bradley.
5 cappuccinos.
Is that how your tray looks when you go to the cafe normally, Bradley? Oh.
5 cappuccinos, coffee, hot chocolate,
Surely,
cola.
surely you're
Yeah, that's
satisfied
nice
with
tea,
this.
isn't it? Perfect.
Perfect. I assume that's really, really happy then, as the rating.
Look, it's on both sides. Ham sandwich. Yeah,
Cool.
smiley face.
There we go. Bradley's order.
5 cappuccinos at this time of day.
I mean, Bradley's been awake for like 40 hours nearly, so.
Have you used your Pac-Man right?
Not yet. There we go. Do you want to review it, Bradley? How much would you review this game?
So much caffeine.
So much caffeine. I mean, maybe that's why Bradley picked all the cappuccinos. I will personally rate it a 4.
Can we go into anaphylactic? The opposite. 5 star.
Cool. There we go then. Our ratings have been sent. Nintendo will now put this game in their newest Switch game. Right, we're done, I think.
There we go.
Alright. Oh. And so that's the 14-hour stream. It's almost got to 15 hours. I can't think of anything else to do. But we definitely wouldn't be here with the internet lock. My parents just haven't bothered to change it though, have they?
Because they changed it before.
Right. See you later, hon. Bye-bye. Didn't shut the door properly. Okay. We're finishing off then. I think. Mario Kart now? No. Unless you want to play it, Bradley. Unless you want me to see me play Mario Kart 8 instead, I can play that. Oh, my head kind of hurts. I have to look at the screen for 14 hours. You'll join me, really? On Mario Kart 8? On the Wii U? I don't know. I don't like that game. There is one thing I do want to check out for the game though, and I want to see how messed up the leaderboards are. That's something I want to check out. How messed up are they? This is the first time I'm putting this disc in my console since I think 2017. I am curious to see this though. Hi Nil. You're just coming into the tail end of the stream. You missed Bradley's amazing order. Bradley got... We played the food game through Twitch chat with Bradley and Jake, and my sister was here. She's just gone to bed now. What was I saying? I've lost my train of thought. Thank you for the host, Bradley. I didn't even know you were streaming. What was I saying? You just missed me having to redo an entire order with Bradley and just Bradley on his own, and he ordered as much as he possibly could on the food thing, and half of the orders was cappuccino. And it filled up the tray so much that the stuff was just overlapping the edges. Let's see. I like how it says preparing me verse and... Oh god, look at this now. Oh, it still has some... Oh, these are just times that I set. I'm just planning to look at the leaderboards. I'm not actually wanting to play. I've spent... You know how long I've been playing today, Nil? The stream's been up for 14 hours. Nearly 15. Or at least OBS has been broadcasting for that long. Oh, most of these tracks I've not even done, actually. Like... I did do them when the game first came out, but of course my former USB drive got messed up. Oh, Bradley print screened it, did he? Oh, this just makes me sad, but it also kind of makes sense as to how much this has flopped. Oh, you've actually got... I've got the current world record. I don't know who that is. I don't have my own record on here anymore. It's gone. I guess that was the world record at some point, or like just some friend that I had added. There you go. Bradley's entire order print screen from the stream. That's what that screen is there. You know, I want to watch this track. I'm actually going to watch this time. I think this is a 2016 record as well. It would be on here from when Dolphin Shoes was a thing. I've also not seen this game on the Wii U through the M Classic yet, actually. 5 cappuccinos and an orange juice. Yeah. I would like to say I'm surprised, but it's Bradley, so... Maybe I'll revisit this one day. I know I said I was done with Mario Kart on the Wii U, but honestly, the Wii U version looks so much more fun with all the tech. Especially on this track. I had Dazran 303 to thank for that one. Bradley, what are you doing to yourself? I mean, he's been awake for like 40 hours or some ridiculous crap. Of course he's going to be craving coffee. That's probably more of a reason why I should probably end off stream, so he has more of a reason to go to bed. But we're going to look and see what we've got. Oh, he hopped into the grass at the very end. I wonder if he intended to do that. I like how even though with Mario Kart Wii they did make an effort to try and clear this up, but this is just a mess. Hello again, Shadow. I just finished off. So we just finished the last few things, and we even did an extra order for Bradley. So I'm just overextending the stream a little bit and checking the quality of the leaderboards at the moment. There you go. Bradley's print screen there was his amazing order that he gave me through the stream as a request on the Wii Party U. But you'll be happy to know that because your me didn't show up really anywhere in most of the games, we put you in that ordering game as well, actually. So where you can order all the drinks and food. People take your orders and stuff. So I put your me in there for a little while, and you were played by Jake, but Jake kept complaining that he didn't have his own me. So I did have to download and switch it to Jake at some point. Oh, those aren't even that impressive. They are hacked times, but like these are like the ones that I was expecting to see everywhere else. And then you got all these things here. Maybe if someone knows what those hackers are doing, they could get a free top 10 there. Oh, I've played this track. You know why? It's because I wanted to beat Mr. Bean's ghost. And I was trying to play to beat him. That's a really old ghost as well. The one and only, yes. It was definitely Mr. Bean. I never had Bean added on the Wii U, but I think I followed him on Miiverse, and so it allowed me to get his thing. Dad. Oh gosh. Can you believe he actually even played this game? Nice. That bit's really tricky. I don't know how to hop down that way. I struggle to believe it, to be honest. I know he did all that random item stuff and recorded it on his YouTube channel. But then, of course, I think he got discouraged from modding the game because I would expect quite a lot of people just kept asking him about it, and this game didn't interest him nearly as much as Mario Kart Wii. And, yeah. I think he also got like lots of stuff taken down by Nintendo, didn't he? The bunny hopping looks pretty slow, so I'd assume this was pre N64 Royal Raceway era. I think he did, yeah. And then like someone uploaded all his Incendia footage to YouTube. There's one for nil. Now you've got several ghosts we can watch here, actually. The best ghost I could have possibly find ever. My sub or the world record. We can take a look at the ghosts. I don't know if I can download any others. But this is the quality of this leaderboard now. And then you got all these sub times, myself, and someone actually tied me. Hello, Will. You missed the entire 15 hours of Wii Party and you come up this late. My goodness. How are you doing though, Will? Dazza. Dazza. Did I see something? Or did I not see something even? On Dolphin Shoes. Oh, Darren. Work, Minecraft, and Mother's Day stuff. I'm doing good. Okay. I am too. I think for nil, we're going to watch my replay first, but then we'll watch how it's properly done by Darren. It'd be interesting to see if Darren shows up, actually. Yes, you passed Will probably by quite a bit. You might have even passed Commander Root right now. And hello, Zip. How are you doing? As stressful as this was, I'm honestly kind of nostalgic towards this, actually. Like, I time trialed this track at a very niche period of time. And it was the last thing that I did in this game. Sadly a bit stressful thanks to what's happening at work. I bet. Doing pretty well. How have you been lately? Pretty good. I took a break to play Wii Party U. I got a flawless dojo domination run on advanced. And then I've been working on covering all of the mini games. So I just finished up recording the bunch that I needed my sister for. And then Bradley made a massive order on the food ordering game on Wii Party U, and then I've come back here to take a look at some stuff on Mario Kart 8 because I wanted to see how messed up the leaderboards are. But I guess we're just watching times now as well. There you go. I just explained that, Will. I mainly came back to just see how messed up the leaderboards are. Because everybody's just hacked the leaderboards, but I guess we're also watching back old times. I may have been one of your Mii opponents in Wii U party, but at least I'll be still recorded in the video of Dojo anyway. I'm glad I was at least there to witness it all. Yeah. I wonder, do people still play Mario Kart 8 Wii U? I don't think so, Nil. There's probably a select few people that don't have it on Switch that play, but most people probably don't if they have the Switch. What else is there to read? Been a long time since I played that game. I assume that's Wii Party U. Or this game. I think the last time I played this game properly was 2017. So it's the first time the disc has been in my console for 3 years. I mean, I was still finding full rooms like half a year ago. You played this half a year ago? That's interesting. One of my friends still plays Smash Wii U because one of his friends doesn't have a Switch. There you go then. Darren just plays Mario Kart Wii now. He pops in every now and then, actually, to stream. In fact, he was even chilling at my last stream that I did. This record is absolutely absurd. I play Mario Kart on Switch a lot. I was referring to Wii Party. I usually go to Mario Party for party games. There you go. You could probably relate quite a lot to Shadow. He was trying to compare all of the Wii Party and Wii Party U mini games to Mario Party ones. I got this game the day after it came out. Same here. I pre-ordered it, but it only arrived the day after it came out. This was back when the Amazon still delivered through Royal Mail, and you know how well they do deliver things. My goodness. Was the same day you got your Wii U. Interesting. I just came back from my least favourite track in a volcano. That sounds like Toad Harbor. Actually, no. Toad Harbor is where that thing was first displayed, wasn't it? Your least favourite track in a volcano, I would believe, would be Cake World. I want to record Mario Kart Wii again. I have yet to record the battle mode for the game, including both coin and balloon battles. There you go then. I got a Wii U version digitally and got a physical copy instead. Oh, this game? Or was that Wii Party U? I've never got anything digitally. The only things I've ever got digitally are like retro downloads. Let's carry on looking. Toad Harbor, Cake World, Ribbon Road, Sunshine Airport, Excite Bike. Ribbon Road can be put into a volcano. That's something that I didn't know existed. Does that, like, remove the bedroom, or do you just look outside the window and you just see hell? I physically got the Wii U version of this game physically while I got the deluxe version for the Switch. Cool. Same with me. Miiverse was an interesting place. Whoa! This leaderboard is just all zeros! What? That's ridiculous. To be honest, that actually makes sense, because section tracks are really messed up in the fact that all the lap times, the milliseconds, you would either get, I believe, it's 16, 23, oh gosh, I don't remember. It's either a 16, a 23, a 50, 60 something, and then 83. Those are the only milliseconds you can get, and then whatever point region between 0.0 to 0.9. I will show you with my Rainbow Road thing, actually. I would imagine that N64 Rainbow Road is the same. This is why I'm checking out this game, by the way, just to see this. You're still in the bedroom, but yes, when you look out the window, you see hell. There you go, then. A spitting image of Mario Kart Wii in playing this game while you're still in secondary school. How can Sunshine Airport be placed in a volcano? That makes no sense. Bradley hacked the game so that it changes the skybox. So the sky was from Grumble Volcano. I tried to get all my games physically, even if it's a retro game. I'll usually buy the cartridge off eBay. That makes sense, actually, Zip. And I would probably do the same if I collected things. I guess there's more of a cherishing value of having something physically rather than just downloaded, because you can get anything easily just on an emulator or downloaded onto a console as a retro thing. But it just feels that little bit more special if you actually are able to find it physically and get it for yourself. I can kind of understand that concept, and I would do it if I actually collected them. I learned by lesson on digital games when I got Super Mario Party. I'm buying a physical game, copies from now on. Fair enough. I'm not even going to question it. It sounds really rage-inducing. I got Smash Ultimate digitally because I wanted to get the game before it was released. I got it immediately following the final Nintendo Direct beforehand. Nice! I'm pretty sure Josh did the same thing, actually. I'm not buying any more physical Switch games anymore. Smash was my last one. Smash itself uses up a lot of gigabytes of memory. Doesn't surprise me, it is a really hefty game. Physical versions are better, and will buy them despite my brother objections. Unless it's Steam. Yeah, I mean, you don't really have a choice with Steam though, do you? I think. Will, what is your name on Steam? You could probably add me if you want. I should just be Handy863. I know the GLF tag because one of my friends has it on here. Someone I have added. Pretty sure has it. Yeah, there you go. Oh! There are times on here. That's interesting. I don't know who Chrome would be. But I guess I played to beat them, whoever they are. Dante? Oh, wow. There's one called Chair. I wonder if that's a reference to Nick. Same name with the underscore. Alright. I wish I had Steam. I don't have an account on there. I'd be willing to try a few Sonic games on there. Yeah, I barely use my game as well, Shadow. I think I only really played it for Team Fortress with my friends in school. But I might make a return someday. I'm afraid of going back to Steam. My game library will just turn into a complete mess again. Fair enough. Without the underscore. Ah. I gotcha. Why on earth did I play this? Let's see. Let's see what this is, actually. Oh, I must have taken like a break from this when I was playing N64 Rainbow Road, which means this is probably done with the D-pad as well. Kind of looks a bit more rigid, the driving, doesn't it? I've done this with D-pad though, that's pretty interesting. And no bunny hopping. Just straight driving. You play a lot of City Skylines. I think that's the game that you, the Will Wall originated from, isn't it? I think I actually have that on my watch list on Steam. Hated the time trial Nintendo Ghost of this track. Really? That's interesting. Maybe you need to take my Ghost, Will, and learn the strats from it. None of my friend Ghosts show up anymore. I'm pretty sure I could have downloaded Neil's old Ghost from Dolphin Shoals. But as Miiverse isn't a thing anymore, that doesn't exist. I know he uploaded it as well. I used to see it while I was doing my attempts. It would show up on the leaderboard. So hard. I mean, to be fair, I probably struggled with it when I first started as well. I wasn't really that great. That was okay. It wasn't the best time in the world, but it was actually relatively clean, just driving-wise. I definitely can't drive that clean anymore in either this game or Deluxe. Miiverse alternatives are just next to nothing, and have nothing to them. I'm honestly shocked that Miiverse alternatives exist. Where did we get up to? I think I did play Bowser's Castle. Or so I thought. I guess not. Don't go back to it. It's JD. Hold on. We forgot to check the leaderboards. This actually looks like a reasonable time for this track, but I don't know. 1:44. But I wouldn't know. It's probably a hacked thing, if anything. Yeah, nice. If Nintendo really cared about the leaderboards anymore, they wouldn't allow that to sit. Shouldn't I already be in 5th place on the leaderboard? I don't think I'm a 4th yet. Yeah, Commander Route doesn't count as a proper person in the leaderboard. I think I had the intention to actually play against and beat this time, because JD was an absurd player from this game. Not as absurd as Anthony, though. Anthony was the best that I had on there. Probably still is. There's one called Closed Verse, and it's literally Twitter but Miiverse. And you can only post pictures. That's strange. Hello again, Bradley. I didn't notice you had left. I'm very sorry. Bradley in bed. Is Bradley actually in bed yet? Oh. Bradley, go to bed. You went to the toilet. Go to bed on the toilet then. Is my stream still being up genuinely what's keeping you from going to bed at the moment? Bradley the Gaming. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Bradley's been up for like 40 hours, probably 41 at this point. If I say yes, are you going to end? Maybe. I will end once I've looked through all these tracks. Check their respective leaderboards and my respective times on them. Please don't stop, I just got here. I've been going for 15 hours! If you wanted to get here and watch a stream, you should have come here earlier. Well then no. Well, I'll take that as a yes anyways. Also, does anyone have a BFF for this person? I'm not going for another 15 hours. There is nothing else to say. Good lord, there's no way I could survive that long without sleep. I survived 30 hours once before. I'm honestly struggling to sleep right now. Struggling to stay awake, or starting to. You can go for another 23. I am definitely not going for another 23. And that's just because the stream went down when I changed the Ethernet back to internet again. Stream uptime is a lie. We're relying solely on OBS time. And OBS says 51 hours, 21 minutes and 32 seconds. Did we look at this already? Yes, we did. I remember it now. Imagine if there was someone who, in the world, who'd stay awake for a week or even a year. A year's impossible. But there have been people who have documented that they stayed up for a year. I believe the longest genuine limit that you can actually stay awake for is 11 days. I checked this one, didn't I? I thought I had a time here, honestly. Why am I going back to the same thing? And then I think they tested on mice if you could sustain past 11 days by suspending the mouse on like a little point just above water, where if it fell asleep it would fall off the point and you'd fall into the water and wake it up again. And the mice died after like 11 or 12 days. So you can't stay up that long by any means at all. I've not been up for 51 hours, Will. You would have been here if I was up for 51. For 15, I played Dojo Domination for 2 to get a flawless run. Covered the minigames for a majority of it, gave Bradley a load of cappuccinos, and then we've moved to this game to just to sustain the stream for a little bit longer. You should enable the thing on Twitch where if you disconnect from your next Twitch will keep your stream up for another 2 minutes or for another minute or two. What do you do to do that, Bradley? Because I would genuinely like to actually have that up. What exactly do you do? I would enable it right now, actually. Give or take, but I'm not really doing much. YouTube sucks at that. I think I played this one. I do. I have a ghost here. And I think that's actually slower than my deluxe time as well, which is really funny. People are doing this because they can't be stopped. Nintendo don't give a damn about what happens with this game anymore, and so they're just doing it. You had them riddled all over Mario Kart Wii as well. But Nintendo did actually delete them after a while. But they were starting to appear just as I finished up with Dolphin Tools. And they've completely taken over now. You can't get any of the world records downloaded for yourself. And because Miiverse is gone, you can't download any friends' records or anything. Or any people that you follow. They're all gone too. I think this is me getting used to the D-pad. This is my first time using it. Go to your dashboard, preferences, channel, and enable disconnect protection. Okay. Go to your dashboard at the dashboard. Preferences channel. Disconnect protection. Okay, got it. Thanks, Bradley. Now I have protection. I wish I knew about that before. How long do you think before they shut down the Wii U servers? Honestly, not very much longer. I think they've already lived through their lives. But I think they'll probably do the same thing. You see, I think they primarily shut down the Wii servers in order to try and promote more sales on the Wii U. Because the Wii was so much more popular than the Wii U, and I think the 3DS as well. People would just rather stick with that and play games online from there rather than on the Wii U. So before they brought out titles like Mario Kart 8 and then Super Smash Bros. As well, they wanted to try and shut off the servers that everyone was already using in order to try and get people to move on over to their other content. Because if people really did endure that side of playing games as much for the online content, then I guess they figured that if they remove that, people will be forced to move on or just not do anything. And I guess it kind of worked in their favour, because sales for the console really did boost as soon as this game came out, and Smash came out as well. But I honestly think as soon as Smash 4 dips in popularity by quite a bit, then I think they would shut it down, and I think that would be within the next few years or so. 360 servers are still online 14 years after launch. I'd say Wii U or 3DS are safe for a while. We'll see. So I mean, the Wii servers are down, and that's not nearly as long as the 360. This is Nintendo we're talking about, so you never know. 14 years though, my goodness. There are kids that I teach guitar that have only just turned 14 in this January. That's insane just to think about. That there is a service that has been open for that long. I don't even have the newest Bradley time. Bradley updated that. I don't even have the newest Bradley time. Oh, okay. I completely forgot about that. I know something happened to GameSpy. But I didn't know that was also the reason as well. I see. So they probably would have kept the servers still running if GameSpy didn't go bust. I don't think they will anytime soon. 3DS, Wii U, and Switch are all part of the Nintendo network. Oh, there you go then. I guess, in the sense, if they shut down anything, they'll shut down all three. And I guess they have a really good network going at the moment. I still play Call of Duty on 360. Still a decent amount of players on there. That's very interesting. But I assume, like old second-hand Wii's, 360s go around really easily. Like, quite honestly, there were guys in my year at school who would bring in and trade 360s as well. They would bring their console in and just hand it to their mate, and then the other would take it and they would just swap consoles and just take them home and play on each other's consoles and, you know, just swap them around. And I think sometimes they'd even buy consoles off each other as well. It was absurd. Splatoon players in Smash hate Nintendo Network because it needs a lot of data. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's take a look at my Ghost then. I'm pretty sure Bradley's improved his Ghost on here by at least a second. If there's another track that I would return to, it would either be Thwomp Ruins, potentially Dolphin Shoals, because if I improved to like a 0.7, I would actually get the UK tops on the track. And this one, because this one's a lot of fun. This is a 2016 Ghost. It's before I had the DLC. I could definitely improve this if I put the time into it. Gonna head off, Sean. Better be streaming when I wake up. I doubt it. I probably won't be streaming for quite a while after I end off, actually. A good few days. As I try and prepare all the recordings that I've done. I really like the ramp in this track. It's a really fun strategy when you get it right. Yes, and Betty buys to Bradley. I agree with that. I'm pretty sure WSC would still be a thing if they were ran by Nintendo. Maybe we can ask them. But I guess also they probably didn't want to set them up on a new network because it would be too much hassle to try and reprogram every Wii to do that. And it would also be too much money for them to run that for the Wii, the 3DS, the Wii U and the Switch all at the same time. And of course, sales for the Wii U when Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Brothers probably wouldn't do as well if lots of people were still able to play on the Wii. It would be pretty dumb if they didn't, really. Interesting. How's the studio tackling the outbreak? I haven't been going. So I haven't gone this week. I went for the last time last week, but they've closed off everything. So it's only the staff going in now. And I think even then, I think a lot of the staff are working from home if they can. And I know a couple of them can't actually get in because the trains, they've closed off the trains actually. So you can't catch the trains at the moment. And then the festival is under pressure from closing in the summer. I think they're waiting just to see if anything clears up before the summer. Otherwise, that's it. Mario Kart Wii is the most sold Mario Kart game of all time, and within the top 10 most sold games of all time. That is very true. We looked at this in a call once. Anyways, I don't know if this was a legit world record at some point. I know there was a point where one of these times was slightly hacked with a very small speed mod, and I don't know if it was this guy or somebody else. But either or, I have this downloaded and I can't get another world record, so we're watching it. I hope it's all gone by summer too, Will, but you never know with this sort of thing. It could be all gone by a couple of weeks from now, or it could be all gone in the next 5 years. Yes, I have so many things planned as well. I definitely still want to do the festival. And I definitely still want to do a bunch of other things. It would be nice to finally see Bradley in person at some point this year. I have an eligible chauffeur that can take me up there now. By the looks of things, it's looking unlikely again. There you go. Yeah. It is really sad, but what can you do? At least this time we can't blame ourselves, like I did that one night where I got really upset because I missed my train. You're starting to have doubts about it too. It would be an even longer time coming for me and you, Neil, because it would require having to actually travel to a different country. I think it's slightly more likely for you to come over here because you said that your dad works for an airline company, and that means you'd probably be able to get tickets over here if at all. But of course, for all of us, it requires money. In a sense, a big sum of money. We'd also have to decide where we're going to stay, what we're going to do. I've never been to America, and I don't think Bradley has either. And I think you said you haven't been here, so it's really going to be difficult, and definitely not going to be something that's going to happen anytime soon. But I want it to happen at some point. I would want it to happen. I mean, the pain that's been going on at work yesterday was annoying since panic has spread to my farm shop. While China's all but nearly gotten rid of it, China's been doing well. From working today, I'm starting to hate the people still walking outside like nothing too serious is going on. I mean, yeah, I've still been seeing a lot of old people just walking around, crossing the road and looking annoyed at everything, just like normal. But then there's also people that are taking it really ridiculously. Like, I went downstairs, I think it was either on yesterday's stream or the day before, where I went downstairs and I looked out the window and I saw it was broad daylight, very sunny, and there were 3 people walking down the road, and they all had scarves wrapped around their faces, and then they had a baby in a pram, and you know you can have one of those those see-through like rain tent things that goes over the pram. They had one of those on, but it was sunny. It was broad daylight, blue skies and everything, but they had it over there like that, and they're walking in the middle of just the open road. They're not going to catch anything while walking down the road. other than maybe like just chills from the wind if it's cold enough. It's ridiculous. Sorry, I had to refresh the page. My internet had a weak signal for 5 minutes. Don't worry about it, Shadow. You're not missing that much. It will happen. It will, eventually. We don't know when, but we do have a dying desire to know it. To do it. And it will happen. If I die before I meet you and Bradley, Nil, then life hasn't been well spent. Doesn't matter if I become a great musician, or become famous, or become really successful on YouTube. If I haven't met you two in person before I die, life wasn't worth it. Wasn't successful. I would love to. It could be a possibility at some point. Just don't want to have my dad travel with me. Sometimes. That also makes perfect sense. Does he have to travel with you in order to get free flights? Or can he just give you tickets? We can meet up in the UK, Sean, then travel to the US together. Yeah. That's my initial plan, Bradley. That's why I wanted to meet up as soon as possible and then try and meet up more regularly. And that's why I wanted to try and catch the train up to you so I could get more comfortable with public travel to other places. Because the thing is, if we get more comfortable with each other in person first, and also get me more comfortable with just travelling to places on my own more independently, then it should be easier to tackle a trip to go to America if we both choose to fly over there ourselves one day. My mental health is on the brink. Honestly, Will, you're not the only one. I think streaming is probably one of the only things that's keeping me sane at the moment. It's my biggest form of socialising, other than just talking to family in the house at the moment. People are ignoring warnings to remain indoors and prevent spread of the virus. And look where it is now. Very disappointed. Very true. Very true. At least I'm listening. Alright? I've been told to stay at home because I've mainly been told to stay at home. It's been mentioned to me that I could go to places like my club on Thursdays, and then to my volunteering I could still technically go, but I've chosen not to. Because I could supposedly be at high risk to the virus, having asthma. And yeah. And I don't want to risk passing it on to people. That's what I care about more, actually. I just don't want to pass it on to anybody vulnerable. No, he just doesn't see me as independent. I'd prefer to travel with a friend. There you go then. Maybe you can get Ningamer to come to America with you, and then fly back. Is that a thing that we would still do? Would we still meet up with America? Would we still meet up with Ningamer? Because he's kind of distanced himself from us a lot more over the last few years. I feel that same pain. I don't want my family watching my every move and spying on me when I hang out with friends. That sounds wrong, and I need my own personal space. Everyone does, Shadow. I'm quite thankful, actually, that my family kind of allow me to do that. In fact, I'm quite surprised, actually, that my mum or dad haven't burst in at this point. I'm talking to people on the internet at 2 in the morning. That's ridiculous. I still got a job to go to, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they ask you to stay at home soon. But considering your job, not to go into too much detail, but considering your job, I think it is quite important that you're going to it now to help provide services to people still. Because people are being ridiculous, and if there aren't enough people in service to try and help cater to that, it would be even more ridiculous than it already is. I just can't wait to talk to people IRL who I've met over the internet. I'm surprised you haven't done that already, Will, because I assume you talk to quite a few other people outside of my little community. I mean, you're only like located near or around London, aren't you? There's nothing really stopping us from catching the train and seeing each other at a neutral location one day, but you know, maybe not anytime soon, considering the current state of the world. I thought Ninkama would betray us, lol. Typical Irish. Typical Irish betrayal. I haven't heard of Ninkama since that time we played Smash together. I think, honestly, that was the same time that I've last played against him, Shadow, so we're in the same boat with that one. I'm still earning money. That's the main thing. That is true. Don't give me any of it, though. I can make my own money. Same, Bradley. I have before. Cool. Well, we're all making money still. Just haven't done it in a long time. There you go, then. The only people I've met who I know from over the internet, wow, that rhymed, is Jacob and Jordan. I'm making you money by running ads. Thanks. Let's move on. I've played this one. And I actually... Wait, what? How have I got Sam's time on here? I don't even have Sam added on my Wii U. That's ridiculous. Sam's time? Why? Why is he on here? I did sub. I subbed 150... I subbed 2 minutes on this, actually. But I don't have it on here anymore. I must have done it with my other USB. There was actually someone... I don't know if it was Sam or someone else, but I remember just browsing around on YouTube and finding someone set a Wario's Gold... not a Wario's Gold Mine time. A Mount Wario time. And they were playing their Wii U through a CRT TV. And they used the wheel. And I thought it was Sam, but I checked out his channel and there was nothing from him on there. So I don't know who it was, but I just distinctively remember that for some reason. And I look back at it, I think sometime either in 2016 or 17, because I actually wanted to see if I could challenge the time myself. But I don't know who it was, so you never know. I think I was just more interested in the concept that someone would take a console that has HDMI and just play it from a CRT. This isn't an in-gamer track, though. Don't really know why he doesn't like this one. I feel like this is one of the recreations in Mario Kart 8 that actually works better than the original. Or at least... okay, maybe the anti-grav section's a little bit too much. But I'm only basing this off of the custom track version. I had to play my 360 off a CRT before we had a flat screen. Nice. The 360s allowed for HDMI, didn't they? Because they're like either around about the same age or slightly older than the Wii, the 360. It's quite interesting because I think it was the oh yeah, and PS3. So you had the Wii, the PS3, and the 360. All came out at the same time, and I'm pretty sure the Wii dominated the sales over them as well. Oh, I don't have my my favourite Ghost on here, because that was set on my other USB as well. My 156.863. My favourite ever time trial I've ever set. Not only just because it was 863, but it's also just because I really enjoyed playing this track. It was genuinely quite pleasant. And I'm not just saying that, like, I really enjoyed playing this one. 360 was released in 05, early 06 models, and had HDMI. I see. I remember my dad giving me a portable TV screen for my GameCube. I had so much good times. Isn't that the thing that you took around in a suitcase to like college and stuff, Neil? I'm pretty sure I've seen that on your Snapchat stories. And it came with 3 Wavebird controllers. I lost them a few weeks later. That's an interesting one. Someone has played high-end games on a black and white TV. Nice. CRTs aren't just restricted to black and white, are they? Though you did have some in black and white. I think the old black and white ones just had like SCART inputs, didn't they? Probably not even that. But I'm pretty sure SCART came before RCA. It has to have had come before it. Because you could get that little SCART adapter for the Wii, couldn't you? RCA to SCART. Also, I wonder if a SCART capture card actually exists. I wouldn't think so. What is a CRT? I never heard of that. There's one of those the old Cube TVs, Shadow. Can you believe Tom actually played this game? I remember this was actually second worldwide. Long time ago. He also had a decent time on Melody Motorway. No, that monitor I showed on Snapchat is I don't know how to say that, the games monitor, and it's HDMI only. I bought that monitor from a friend. Oh, cool. Don't know, my Dazzle only supports RCA and S-Video. SCART 1 and SCART 2, there's a difference between them? Or is it just like 2 different inputs? The Dazzle's just like a standard standard quality capture card, because it would have just the regular RCA and S-Video. Same with the Easy Cap. I've got that what is it? The IO data one as well. That has RCA and S-Video on it too. I know the X capture card has a lot of inputs, not sure if it has a SCART though. High-end capture cards that I remember existing, there was one specifically that I actually even thought about investing in, but was kind of deterred because it required USB 3.0 and or a Thunderbolt cable, and that was the Black Magic, because that had component inputs, it had the RCA inputs, but then it was also, at the time, the only capture card I could find with a HDMI port. I'm pretty sure other than PCI capture cards at the time, it was the only device that had HDMI inputs at the time. And I remember just around about the time I invested in my HD PVR, over it, the Elgato was actually released. Two different inputs on a TV that was in my house. We used SCART 2 for a DVD player, I believe. I see. I guess maybe that's SCART with colour. Dazzle is nothing special. I only use it for older games. Makes sense. You don't really need it for anything else. Speaking of capture cards, if I ever decided to buy another one with HDMI, support. Should I get an AverMedia or Hapag? I think Hapag are kind of out of the game at this point. I haven't really seen them do anything else other than the HD PVR2. The AverMedia ones are going to be kind of newer, and far more fluent with the newer consoles, both currently out and to come in the future. I debated on buying a HD PVR, but the Dazzle looked much more simpler and was cheaper. The Dazzle was what I was honestly going to go for before I actually knew that HD capture cards existed. And the HD PVR I first found from a YouTuber called Xshifted, who was kind of the whole reason as to why I got into the Nintendo video recording game in general. It doesn't exist now, but I still have contact to him on Facebook and whatnot. But I actually decided to, because I thought it was very slightly better. I actually wanted to get the AverMedia Dark Crystal. But the thing is, as well, is I kept asking my dad to buy it for me after my birthday, or after Christmas. I think it was around 2011, 2012. I kept asking my dad, and he would always just keep saying, yeah, I'll do it later, yeah, I'll do it later. And the day we finally sat down to buy it, because I could afford it before with all my birthday and Christmas money I received, when we finally sat down to buy it, the price of it just shot up by 70 quid, and I just couldn't afford it anymore. So I had to go with the HD PVR instead. So, you know. But the thing is, as well, I don't really need anything like that now. I don't have my old HD PVR. I sold it, and I've got the Elgato and the AverMedia, which I'm using both of at the moment. But, quite honestly, as I never had it or was able to try it, I do have the desire to impulse buy and try out an AverMedia Dark Crystal from eBay. I don't know why, and quite honestly, I feel like I will do it at some point. But we'll see. It's just for the sake of actually owning one, because it was the device that I initially wanted. And I could have bought it brand new as well and everything, but ugh. Timing, you know, timing. Yeah, AverMedia has definitely become my favourite. I mean, I'm using the Elgato on stream on OBS only because I use the AverMedia to actually record. I think the recordings turn out better than the Elgatos. And if I wasn't recording at the same time, I would definitely be using the AverMedia on OBS. And will do so again after this. I'll probably uninstall the Elgato software, which I installed live on stream earlier, actually. I'll probably uninstall it after I'm finished, to keep it clean and tidy. Yes, the Dazzle's only a standard quality capture card. We have covered this already, Shadow. Use the Elgato for HD games. Fair enough. I mean, I don't actually think the Elgato can support composite quality, but I feel like its composite quality is actually worse than something like a standard composite quality device like the IO data. If I go for an AverMedia, I want to try the LGP Live Gamer Portable. That's the one I use, so that's probably a good choice. The Dark Crystal was basically AverMedia's version of the HD PVR, but it was slimmer and it had a HDMI output as well. And I saw some comparisons with it on YouTube against the HD PVR, and the video quality looked a lot nicer. I'm going to buy an Elgato when the time comes. Oh, while we're speaking on the news of the Elgato, I actually read on the website earlier when I was installing the software that they've discontinued the Elgato Game Capture HD now. They've stopped producing them. So you can still buy them on second hand everywhere and whatnot. But they're going to gradually become a lot rarer and more expensive, I would assume, because Elgato don't produce them anymore. I have an Elgato, but I think it would be nicer to get another one. And even if I did, I could restrict my Elgato for Wii systems and older. It's entirely up to you. You try and find yourself a system that works. AVerMedia is also my favourite. The AVerMedia capture cards are way more streamer friendly. Definitely. They're way more just like setup friendly because you can also set them up to be portable as well. And I think Nil could also sympathise with me in that case. Like, it's so much easier just to take the capture card with me and go to my cousin's house and set it up and record than just taking something like the Elgato with me and having to haul my laptop with me and all the chargers and stuff for that and everything. When new gen systems come out, I might try and get a 4K capture card, but I'll need to buy a newer TV first and build a newer PC. I mean, the little TV here that I got was just like a cheap 20-inch one that I got from PC World. I only think that supports 180, but I don't have any consoles that go past 180, and if I do get any more than that, it will be a new type of Nintendo console, because I don't really have an interest in any others outside Nintendo. That's just me. The TV downstairs, however, is one of the newest Panasonic brands, I believe, and that supports 4K. But I haven't been able to run anything on 4K on it yet. My friend Scene has a Roxio GameCap HD Pro. I'm not sure for that one because the audio is not very good. Isn't that the one that Jacob used to have? To be honest, I actually found it had like an admirable coloration to the video for that one. I remember watching back my the birthday fun rooms that Jacob had put together, and actually the way that he edited it and the way that the footage looked, for some reason looked nice to me, and I don't know why. It just did. I use LGP for Windows and the LG X2 for streaming. Eventually. There you go then. For videos even, for Windows, why did I say that? Only old Elgato support composite, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's true, because Luke brought the Elgato HD60, which only has HDMI ports, and couldn't plug his Wii straight into it, so he had to buy a Wii to HDMI as well, and that's what his setup works as. The LGP is an excellent choice, definitely, by all means it is. I had no issues with it when I used it. I would still think that you have no issues if you used it now, Bradley. I need to get myself a second screen for my desk, for my Switch TV screen. There you go. I have a HD60 currently, 1080 60 FPS will do for now. I mean, I can't even get that far because I have a slightly older generations, just the LGP and the original Game Capture HD. I can't run in 1080 because otherwise it will be 30 FPS. Although it can record, it will just be 30. And I much prefer that smooth 60, much smoother than this. Their main selling point. They are stopping their main selling point. Corsair has fucked them. Interesting. Yeah, I've done that so long ago. I don't use PC free mode on LGP for some reason. Interesting. I have done that. I haven't done that in a very long time. Jacob had a Roxio. It was trash. Yeah, he did complain about it constantly, and I remember his old streams that were just both really, really bad quality due to his internet and just really laggy due to his either his capture card or his computer. Or both. If I go for the LGP, should I get the original one or the LGP2? I think LGP2, that's the triangular shaped one, and I think that's similar to the HD60S or something, HD60, because that would only have like HDMI ports and you wouldn't be able to plug in component cables and things. Because I remember talking about this with Aaron. I've never used the LGP2, so I have no idea. If you want 1080p 60 FPS, go for LGP2. I don't think my laptop is good enough for 60 FPS nil. I might just go for the original LGP. I mean, you also have to be careful because there's two types of LGP. There's one with a black rim, which doesn't allow component and composite support. Well, actually, no, just component support even. LGPs, as far as I tested, don't actually allow for composite support altogether. The one with the red rim does allow for component. I know Polar is looking at the LGP2 at the moment because it looks like a Toblerone. That's really funny. Right. Wow. You guys have got me talking a lot. Just not able to look at this anymore. I'm really sad that I don't have my time. I set my PB on this track around about the NAS times, because I had the NAS tag in my video. That Alberto me actually looks somewhat familiar. You still need to come over and try my internal card, Sean. I do want to. I want to bring my Wii U and everything, and we could like record a in-person session of like Mario Chase on from Nintendo Land or something. I do actually want to do a recording and genuinely test it out. I'll bring my M Classic and everything as well, so we can get like the full upgraded 1080p recordings. I think I'd just use my LGP for the Wii U and my Switch. I could still use my Elgato for retro systems. I have a GameCube and a Wii. There you go. Wait, you have a Wii? Why haven't you got a Wii yet then? Shadow, was that because you don't have Mario Kart Wii? I mean, you can still get a Wi-Fi. Okay, I've seen that time, and my eyes want to shut, so I'm gonna sleep. Good night. Thank you for popping by still, Will. You stayed up till the 16-hour mark. There you go, Uno Wi-Fi. You could play Uno with Bradley. Now this is one I still have. I put my heart and soul into this track and teared a lot of skin from my thumb trying to play this D-pad. I even got Trifroze. I could download Trifroze's time. This one was a really tricky track to play. That Japanese player's name actually looks familiar. But I don't actually think I'll return to this track, and there are multiple reasons as to why, but I won't go into them. But I am really proud of this run. I think it might actually be my proudest time on here. My current Wii is broken and can't read discs. That's why I said I need another one. I see. I mean, Neil could talk to you about that because I believe he recently just fixed his disk drive. And he might also have an alternative for you to use the USB loader if you want to talk to him at all. Uno on Wii, yes. Bradley plays Uno on the Wii every now and then. If you talk to him, he might be able to help you install it. I want him to help me get it as well. Oh, we should all get it and we should have like a Team H63 Uno session. That would be fantastic. There you go. I believe that's a video of Uno. Very handy tutorial. That sounds like a plan. I'll do it. Awesome. I mean, I could quite honestly try and figure it out sometime later this week. Because I'm not planning to return to Mario Kart Wii anytime soon. You can get up to 6 players. Nice. I mean, if everyone reputedly played on the Wii's and Wii U's quite a lot, we could get the whole team channel. But Chris and InGamer don't hack their consoles, and I doubt Paul and Josh would have the time anyways. I got really lucky with the bounces on this track. And can you believe, actually, that I played this track with D-pad? You see, I'm not really risking the edges there. Trying to play it safe. Except for there. There you go. Zip will take a look into it. Or, oh, he's just talking about the Elgato. I've never played it while sober. Will you play it while sober, though? That's the question. Or will you voluntarily drink? How customizable is the old Elgato? Does it allow you to switch between 16:9 and 4:3 by any chance? Yes, it does do that. Very easily, actually. More so than the AverMedia. Might take a look into that. Currently, my Dazzle covers everything from the late 70s to the early 2000s, but I want to upgrade to something better. Yeah. Right. Now, I think this will also show off, because you see my splits here. 16, 84, 55. No! No! Oh my god. I was panicking there. Yeah, so it's either 0, 0, 16, 20 something, 66, 50, 66, sorry, and then 83, I think. That's all the splits can be on here. Slightly more varied on lap 2 and 3. I think you get 66s and 17 as well. I could check the prices right now to see how much the AverMedia LGP is worth. It's probably still around about the 100 mark, maybe slightly less. It depends on if you want to get it second hand or still try to invest in a newer edition, or like a fresh edition, a fresh first hand. Try to get one first hand. There you go. By the way, Sean, why do you say that the Hopog is dead? It's one of my friends bought the HD PVR rocket for her streams. I don't even know what that is. It's kind of like the whole concept of the company has kind of dropped off since. I still actually think this is world record as well. It's kind of like the what was I saying? The whole popularity of the company has dropped off since the original HD PVR. Even the HD PVR 2 doesn't really contend the AverMedia and the Elgato that much. I feel like they've sold probably a lot more than that has, and they're a lot more versatile. I think AverMedia, the HD PVR 2 even stayed within the old software for the original HD PVR, and I don't think that's very usable on Windows 10, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they changed that recently, but they're definitely not up there as their successors, that's for sure. Almost 150 quid. I think roughly to change that to dollars, Shadow, you have to like add 10-ish. So it would be like $160 somewhat, give or take. I'm going to say $100 US or cheaper. I did buy through eBay. There you go then. eBay would make sense. I bought my Wii Classic controllers from there. It was a fairly decent price for used controllers. I can't even find it on the US Amazon website. My god. There you go then. Now I think these times are actually just times that I set. I don't want to watch all those, because we'll be here for another half an hour, and I'm really starting to get tired now. God knows how Bradley's feeling. There's a Jack me on here? Seriously? That can't be the real Jack. I never uploaded my time from this track. But I can still upload the ghost. So that means this should be different now. Amazon is so expensive nowadays. Those GameCube controllers range between the $150 to $200 region. That's ridiculous. Maybe these don't actually change now. That's really strange. Let's watch the ghost, and then I'll return to it and see if it actually changes. What is this? What the hell? $398? That's absurd. My goodness. Amazon are reliable for their deliveries, but my goodness. Their pricing? Yes, that's the Ava Media. That's the LGP that I use. Almost $400 for it on the American Amazon. I guess that's a no-no for that one then. I think I'm using D-pad for this as well. I swear I saw you time trialing this track like a very long time ago, Bradley. Back when you still used the Easy Cap. You did. Oh. What did you manage to get here? I assume it was quicker than me. Just to beat Joey. I mean, that's a reasonable reason. Can't complain with that. You don't remember. Fair enough. It was 5 years ago. Yes, $400. That's the print screen that Bradley found, Shadow. Almost $400 on Amazon. Don't look there for it. By any means. Right, let's see if this works now. Okay, there we go. So we got times. Kinney. This will be boring. I think my my time on Deluxe is like either a 151 or a 152. I don't remember what I got here. Just looked at the Ava Media website. What does it say on said Ava Media website? The LGP Plus is currently $99.99. Oh, there you go. I mean, that's an okay pricing. You could probably find one. It's definitely better than Amazon. You could probably find one for a lot cheaper on eBay still, though. At Best Buy, there you go. You taking any of this in, Shadow? This is probably really good information for you. I go to eBay for most things. Much better deals. eBay are incredible with deals. I tell you, I don't know if you've heard of the Blue Icicle Zip or anybody else, but just in case, it's basically an XLR to USB adapter, which allows you to use XLR microphones just as standard USB things. It's what I'm using now, currently with my AKG 420 condenser microphone. Because I kind of just got sick of the Snowball, and I wanted to upgrade the microphone quality, but I didn't want to just impulse buy something ridiculous. Because I already had this microphone that I bought using my student discount when I was in college studying music still, so I got it for like half price of what it usually is worth. But my interface, my main interface that I record when I'm actually doing my music with on my Mac, doesn't work with my laptop. And it doesn't even work properly with OBS, to be fair. So I decided to look for the Blue Icicle, and the Blue Icicle usually goes for around 60 or 70 quid. But I looked on eBay, and the first thing that I found, someone was selling it for 30 quid plus postage, and they combined it with a little case and a little clip-on microphone, which is another XLR, and I think it still has its warranty cards and everything as well. It works really well. Even the clip-on microphone works really well. This is what I'm using it as now, and it's definitely a lot better than the Snowball for sure. I should take notes of all this. Good. I think Bradley's actually found you one here on Best Buy. It seems. Don't know why that opens up. I'm screenshotting this as evidence if they're gonna pull some strings. Fair enough. I'm happy with my Snowball at the moment, but I'll keep that in mind. It's completely up to you, whatever you do with your audio, really. You don't really need much more than a blue Snowball, or maybe just a slightly higher grade USB. I only really invested in the Blue Icicle because I had this condenser microphone that I bought for my while I was in college with my student discount. I just had it around, and it was only really used for music, so I decided that I could put it to some good use and kind of use it in the sense of upgrading the microphone without actually upgrading to another USB, I guess. I'm good with my Snowball as well. There you go. See, it's not a bad microphone, but at least for a start. But, you know, when you get into the game for quite a while, you feel the need to upgrade after some time. It's the same with the sense of capture cards, it's the same with the sense of computers, it's the same with the sense of lots of different things. I think Bradley can also sympathise with me there, and maybe even Neil to some degree as well. Definitely going to upgrade to an XLR mic at some point. You're going to go for like the XLR version of your USB, if I remember correctly, aren't you, Bradley? That's definitely what I would recommend. And you could probably get away with getting a blue icicle for a little while too, if you can find one of a reasonable price. Buy the microphone first and get a blue icicle just to have it for a little while, and then probably upgrade to an actual proper interface. I recommend something by Focusrite because that's what I would like to upgrade to myself at some point down the line, just for interfaces in general. And you should be golden. That would be a really good setup. Anyways, yeah, there we go. I'm not really sure about mics. I would like some recommendations. I have the Snowball, which is okay. You're probably completely fine as well, Neil. But I guess in your sense, you might be better to upgrade to maybe a sort of dynamic XLR microphone. Because you, like when we were in the call the other day, you kept complaining about background noise. Dynamic microphones means that they will suppress the range around it to quite a close proximity. So you probably just have to have it on a stand quite close to your mouth. But it would mean that if someone's just bashing about in somewhere else in the room in the house, they probably won't be able to hear it. Have it pick up on the microphone. I could probably, if you are trying to think about that, I could probably send you what Nick upgraded his microphone to, which I believe is like a Rode, just one of the Rode dynamic microphones, typically used for a snare sound, actually, if I remember correctly, within studio production. And I would recommend a Focusrite as well, but you could probably also get away with pairing that with the Icicle too. I'll talk to you about it over Snapchat or something, if it interests you in the slightest. But it's gonna be it's costly. Any XLR setup at all is gonna be more than 100. I would like that actually. Anything to get rid of background noise. I will message you later. I'll try and figure out the microphone for you, and I'll message you later. Either that or a slight upgrade, but still probably going to stick with the Audio-Technica for a bit. It makes sense. You haven't had that one for nearly as long as you have with the your Snowball. And yes, the definitely. I mean, headset microphones are not that difficult to beat. The only headset microphones that I've heard that are actually really good are Turtle Beach ones. So I actually believe that Dazran actually used to use Turtle Beach headset, and the microphone quality on that was actually so good, and that I genuinely thought he used as a proper studio mic of some sort, because that worked really well. And actually, if you can find a decent enough headset, the microphone on those would probably work just as well as a dynamic microphone, a dynamic XLR. Probably not as decently, but you can probably get quite a decent amount of clarity out of it regardless. And there you go. Shadow just immediately brought up the same point that I was justifying. I was told about Turtle Beach. I bought one. I regretfully sold it back, having thought it wouldn't work. I replaced my Turtle Beach with one from HyperX. Interesting. These are definitely times I've just driven to get through the track. My headset was from Logitech. It sounded like I was on some old radio show or something. To be honest, I actually kind of liked my Logitech headset. I don't remember which one it was, but I think if you go back to some of my old videos from like 2013, 2014, you'll be able to see me wearing it in on screen and everything. But the sound quality for that headset was glorious. I don't actually think I've ever had any headphones that worked better than those, to be fair. Like, I just could not get enough of them. The microphone quality was a little bit less to be desired, but it actually was kind of clear. I tied with 3 other people. My SteelSeries headset mic isn't too bad, but you can tell it's a headset mic. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, I didn't know that Dazvan used the Turtle Beach headset as his microphone until I saw him using it on stream. Oh god, this was probably just after I got the DLCs. That was a terrible start. God, it's 3 o'clock. Usually, what I would do before I go to bed is go downstairs and have something to eat and drink before I go to sleep. But quite honestly, I feel like I'm just going to go to bed after I finish this off. You guys have been keeping me chatting all this time. That I've not been looking through these tracks by nearly as quickly as I should do. 41 hours. You're bound to be aching to some extent, Bradley, surely, staying up that long. I wanted the snowball because it caught my attention the most. The Yeti was more expensive. I actually wanted the Yeti originally, but my parents got me the snowball instead. It's 11 in my time. I'm surprised I'm not tired yet. It was in 11 PM. Bloody hell. This is a one-of-a-kind stream. This is definitely my longest stream. I swear you just don't like it because of the shape, Bradley. Ah, baby park. My baby park ghost doesn't even beat my time on Mario Kart Wii. Neither am I. I usually stay awake until 3 or 4 AM Eastern. Wow. Oh, well, I'm not staying up until that time for you either. I tied with 4 other people. That's really funny. It's just a higher quality blue snowball. There are some differences, but I can also get where you're coming from as well. Either or, I prefer other microphones to it. Oh dear. You're feeling fine. Are you sure? But if I were to lie down in bed, I would pass out instantly. Maybe you should do that before I finish off stream, Bradley. Don't load it up on your phone ready. Have an ad? You're just gonna give everyone else an ad. No, please, not again. I don't know if that was in reference to watching Baby Park have a run through again, or getting an ad. I assume an ad. None of the times show up anymore. Your ads have given me no effect. Ooh. His immunity, Shadow. I mean, Bradley, his immunity. I think you're going to have to sort that out. I don't even go for the shroom over there. That's interesting. It's probably a really wonky shroom strat on this track. I don't even think I've ever watched the world record. And I definitely can't do so now, that's for sure. Pretty sure that's the better shroom strat to go for anyways. Where's your 10% cut? It's paid in the Twitch subscription that I have to your channel. I got ads last week, but not today. We need to change that. We need to get you your ads back. What do you mean? You get like nearly $5 from me every month. That's more than 10% of your cut. Do you want me to just unsubscribe from you and then just donate 10 bits to you every 3 weeks or something? You only get £2.50 out of that. Well, get more out of it. That's better than what I'm earning, Bradley. Yeah, I'm not giving Nil any money. I've never actually given Nil any money at all. There are no means of giving Nil any money, though. Every track is broken. I didn't even sub. And neither did the rest of this leaderboard. Nil, get affiliate, and then we'll have to change that. See what I mean? There you go. Nil could get affiliate, but I think he's more prone to just being able to earn more through his YouTube channel. I think I actually had the desire to time trial this track. And I think I wanted to do it instead of either Rainbow Road or Dolphin Shoals, but then one coaxed me to do that one instead, and I just decided not to do this one eventually. It's what Maple Tree Way should have been, though, at least design-wise. Though I feel like in comparison to Maple Tree Way, it's a lot more simplistic. And then this is like a nicer Cooper Cape section. This bit's really irritating though, especially with playing online with loads of items being rammed all over the place. Doesn't this game not quite run at 60 FPS? It kind of runs at like 58 or something, I'm pretty sure. I was told one time. Maple should be simpler. As in, like, actually just made simpler than it actually is. Well, I just don't think it was made very well at all. Which saddens me, because I really love the concept of Maple, but... It runs at 59 FPS. It kind of feels a little bit jittery. Like I can actually see the difference, which is really weird. Animal Crossing. Oh, it's a repeat frame. There you go then. I don't even have my time uploaded. Let's fix that. I see. That would make sense. So it technically is running at 60, but it's just repeating a frame. So 59. It would be recording 50 on the TV and through the capture cards and everything, but it's a duplicate. I see. I wonder why it does that. And nothing else on the Wii U does that, does it? Or is that just a Wii U thing? And I've never known till now. The one thing Deluxe did right. Pretty sure it's just this game. Okay. That's good. So I've been recording my Wii Party U gameplay in 60 FPS all this time. Nice. Also, I like how now that my family is in bed, I streamed for like the last nearly 3 hours without dropping a single frame. Oh yeah, I just remembered there's a new Animal Crossing game now, isn't there? When am I ending? Hopefully when I've finished looking through all the tracks. And it's definitely not never. I'm never ending never. You got till 7 AM till I start falling asleep in my chair. That's 4 hours from now. I'm definitely going to go to sleep myself before then. I shouldn't be awake now. I should have gone to bed 3 hours ago, actually. Or give or take an hour. I'm not getting that new Animal Crossing game because I'm not really interested in the franchise. I feel like I owe it to my sister to actually buy it on the Switch so that she can play it, because she bought me Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I never actually played Animal Crossing New Leaf. I just have it still in its wrap, actually, never even uncased it. So I feel like I owe it to her just to buy that so that she can play the new Animal Crossing for herself on my Switch. I got it for the sake of trying it out. Plus, a lot of my friends got it, so that's why. That makes sense. I should be waking up in 6 hours. Bloody hell, Bradley, why are you still awake? Please go to bed. If you will go to bed sooner, I will end off right now, actually. If it will help you go to bed sooner, I will end off right now. I was debating whether to get Animal Crossing or Doom Eternal. Decided to buy Animal Crossing, and I'll just buy one of the older Dooms on Switch. Fair enough. I will when you end. Then I'll end off now. I guess. I've been waiting to get my hands on Pokemon Shield for a long time, for the longest time. But if you just end, so I go to bed, I'll just stay up an extra hour. Ugh. Right. Here's what we'll do. I'll continue on with my track watching stream. So I guess we've only got eight tracks left to go. Wow, Bradley, you're so complicated. I guess this is probably a good reason as to why we shouldn't live with Bradley in the future, Neil. He'd just be awake at like 6 in the morning, complaining that he's already been awake for 42 hours. What route? The one to the left? God knows. I'm not trying to be quick, I'm just trying to get the track done, I think. Though I do prefer going that way. It's quicker in Mario Kart Wii, so I'll just do it anyways. You guys would love having me as a roommate. Bradley, I think we'll have to set you for a permanent bedtime if we had you as a roommate. That includes internet lock, like my parents do. You would get one of those. No. What is it? What's the word? No exceptions. There you go. I'd rather have a woman as a roommate than a man, to be honest. I feel like I would be the same, Shadow. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's a, play on a way of saying that you would prefer having a partner than living with a bunch of friends. Or you would genuinely just like to find, like, a female roommate that's pleasant to live with. Better than living at home. Huh. What about my 24-hour streams? They would not exist anymore. you would have to say goodbye to the 24-hour streams. We'll have Jacob doing them instead. I mean, I look like a woman when I've shaved my beard, so I would be perfect for you guys. You definitely do not act like a woman. Let's just put it that way. In fact, if I have to be brutally honest, both me and Neil act more like a woman than you do. Neil doesn't even know what to say to that. It's not like men and women who are roommates together would perform certain things, if you know what I mean. Let's not go down that route because it will probably get quite complicated very quickly. Though I do know what you mean. But it depends on the people who live together. You know? Definitely wouldn't happen if those people are related to each other, that's for sure. Because you do get cases where, you know, maybe siblings or other relatives would live together. And if they are, then, my god, that's just weird. I mean, if you look through the hub directory, I bet they do. Yeah. We're going down this route and I don't like it. I'm sorry, Sean. It's fine. Oh, it's almost 3:30. I think I'm going to go to sleep at like 4 now. I'm really thankful I'm not going to my volunteering tomorrow. I would be absolutely screwed. So I sacrificed washing today as well, so I really look a mess. So would you have to block those sites on the Wi-Fi if we lived together? Probably. To be fair, if I did have a male roommate, we could play certain video games and board games together. Not that you probably wouldn't be able to find a woman that would do that too. Let's find a girl that's really into video games. That'd be interesting. They do exist. They're not actually that uncommon anymore. I'm never living with you ever. I'll just turn into more of a dad for you than your actual dad. E-girl, oh god. I actually time trialed this track quite reputedly for a little while. There's a lot of girls who play Fortnite. Cool. that's all I have to say to that. Why did you even bring those websites anyway, Bradley? That sounds wrong, to be honest. It's Bradley and he's tired and I'm tired. No Fortnite. Oh yeah, Fortnite will be banned. You won't be able to play it. There'll be a Fortnite lock. There'll also be a swearing lock. You won't be able to swear. We will physically change your biology so that your vocal cords will recognize when you're about to say a swear word and automatically shut off. So you'll just breathe out like, oh, for God's sake, you... just like that. What else can we ruin your life by doing? There will be an alcohol limit. And by alcohol limit, there will be one cider every 4 months, probably. Don't touch my alcohol. Nah, okay. Maybe that's too much. You can have one per week. Let's go that way. And it can be one of those full bottles. But you have to keep it in your fridge. You can't let your alcohol steal the cold from our food and fresh drinks. Yes, one a week. That's fine. That's more than I have. Five doesn't even get me wasted. Then one is good enough. One will do nothing. That sounds like a plan. You've just sold it to me. Don't even mention alcohol. I don't drink such beverages. I drink mostly soda because I love soda. There you go. It still sounds like you already drink more than me, Shadow. I literally just only drink like Ribena / other blackcurrant occasionally. Milk and water. It's genuinely my drinking diet. And annoyingly, because of the virus, there's a Ribena shortage at the moment. So we can't really get it anywhere else. I was panicking, because I thought I'd have to condemn myself to these budget blackcurrants, or even water. And oh my god, I didn't want to drink water voluntarily, by any means. But thankfully my grandma saved me. She found me some Ribena that I can drink. Nil, unfortunately, I think I'll have to restrict you on the sodas as well, I'm afraid. But you can get more than Bradley's one cider. I'll allow you to have 3 a week. How's that? I'm gonna have to start buying vodka and putting more in empty water bottles. Vodka is banned from the house. I will find it and take it away. Water has to be verified by me, actually. Oh hell no. There you go. You're taking the piss. No, it's reasonable. It makes sense. If you're restricting Neil from sodas, wouldn't you be banning me as well? Probably. I'm moving in with Jacob instead then. No. That's not even a choice. Jacob is banned. Moving in with Jacob is banned. From my house. Screw that crap. Anyone who takes my soda will die as soon as they sleep. Oh my god. That's the most morbid thing I've ever heard from Nil. Partly feel like his cousin stole his phone or laptop there just to type that out to me. I come from a family that always takes each other's food. I take my food and drink very seriously. My goodness, you've actually killed family members over your food. Or your family have actually murdered or at least sent death threats to each other over their food. It's really surprising. Are you a big eater, Nim? Do you and your family actually have like big meals, or are you the complete opposite, very restrictive or restricted on what you can eat? Because I know having a Cypriot family, Cypriots and Greeks like to eat quite big. Bradley's a big eater. No, do you want to swap places with my family then, Bradley? I'll just swap places from your life that I've actually created for you, and just take my place. Because they whenever I go to Cyprus, and they give me any food or anything to eat, they always insist that I eat so much more than I can handle, actually, because I'm so thin. And I eat well, but like they want me to eat more. They have like 5-course meals over there. It's ridiculous. And all the different types of food as well that Cypriots prepare is so extravagant. I don't eat it all because I'm quite picky. Not yet. They have big meals. I don't eat a lot for some reason. Fair enough. I guess that's kind of the same position as me. Kind of sounds like it in a way. I'm gutted McDonald's is temporarily shutting down after tomorrow. Is it? So you can't even get drive-thrus anymore? I mean, to be honest, I haven't actually had McDonald's in like 4 or 5 years, but still. The fact that it is a big surprise. That's surprising. I assume you guys all like McDonald's. I remember Neil telling me a story about how the flies were all in the restaurant when he went in there, so he just went and got drive-thrus. In the UK, McDonald's is closing because of the whole coronavirus thing. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't talk about that. One highlight out of it is good enough. Worst experience ever. Don't worry, Neil. Living with me will soon make that feel like heaven. Can't wait to move in with you guys tomorrow. against your will. It was already today, actually. Oh no, I think Neil's talking about the flies in McDonald's. Though it wouldn't surprise me if he's referring to the virus as well. Okay. Well, we've reached the 17 hour mark on OBS. If I just go for another 3 hours, then that's 20 hours I've been live for, but we're not doing that. Because we've just got to the last track. Which, like I thought it would be, is all zeros. And like I thought it would be, all these are the exact same. Go for another 7 hours, 24-hour stream. No, 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 no. No, not 17 more. That's ridiculous. This is the last one. No, Bradley, you need to go to bed too, alright? I'm not allowing you to play anything with me until you've slept. Oh boy. God, we don't even use the shrooms. I don't even think I do any of the path switches. I don't even cut across there. Oh no, I'll go for it. I'll stay up until 3 or 4 AM my time. And I don't care. I'm borderline 4 AM right now, Shadow. This is actually later than I could even voluntarily stay up. When I would stay up really late. Back in school or college. So it's pretty tricky. But for Bradley, my god. Oh, I do the path switches. Pretty badly, but still. I use all the shrooms at the end, I guess. That's funny. There we go. Usually do stay up late after New Year's as well. I think I got to like 1 or 2 AM this New Year's gone, but I had insomnia around that time, so it wasn't very pleasant at all. Kind of feels like how it feels for me when I have insomnia now, actually. Approaching the 42-hour mark. Well, good luck, Bradley. I'm going to abandon you now on that one. There was one I uploaded earlier. I can't remember which one it was. I had to. Oh yeah, it was Animal Crossing. I just re-uploaded the leaderboards. Let's just take one final look at that and then quit. Get out of here. There you go. No, Bradley, you need to go to bed. I'm not even allowing you to stay awake. Why is that still Dolphin Shoals? It's not true. Mario Kart sucks. Time to put this back on the shelf for another 6 years. Just bullies my chat with an ad. Oh my goodness. Right. It's nearly 4 in the morning. This is the latest I've stayed up voluntarily for a very long time. I think I owe it to my family to just go straight to bed now. Also, interesting how the stream thing says 8 viewers. And no one's complained that the game probably still says We Party You, and I've just played Mario Kart 8 for the last 3 hours. Or just watched it, at least. Anyways. I'm done. Bradley, go to bed. I'm going to bed. So you go to bed. I'll wait all week long if I have to for that We Party You video to go up. I should be sorting it out tomorrow. Oh, you changed it to Mario Kart 8. I didn't even notice then. I'm sad I missed it. You'll see it again later, Nil. I'm gonna upload the flawless run through to YouTube as a highlight. Thank you, Shadow and Zip. Right. Anyways, I'm really tired now. So I'm going to go to bed. Is there anyone live that I can host? Bradley, go to bed. You need to sleep. I am not letting myself stay up any longer if it means that you won't go to bed. Anyone on the Mario Kart Wii tab? Sosis, Queely, Avery. We'll go Queely, I think, today. No! Go to sleep, Bradley, right? You go to sleep. Well, I'm not going to host you. Alright, anyways. I'll actually raid Wheelie, I think. Thank you everyone for stopping by today. It's been a blast. Hope all goes well with the rest of your day, or evening probably. I'm pretty sure I could just go comfortably say evening for the rest of this. And yeah. So yeah. Take it easy. I'll see you later. I don't know when, but it will just be later.